mix it up now. Welcome to the show.
Sorry, I'm just on the water. No drinking this year.
No drinking this year. Was that a New Year's
Yeah,
resolution or
I quit.
just
I
quit?
quit at Christmas Eve. Yeah,
Christmas
because
Eve.
my mess bill was like 200 quid at Christmas. I was devastated, and it's like £1.50 a drink in the mess. I was like, how the fuck have I spent that much?
Just on it, mate.
I
On it.
was as soon as I get drunk, I get too generous, and then I'll just start buying. Like the bar closes at 11,
Mm.
and I'll just keep buying crates for everyone. I'll be like, yeah, just keep going. Next thing I know, I'm like, oh, and then I wake up hungover. I'm not productive at all for a couple of days. I'm like,
Yeah.
that was not worth it.
A
I've spent
hangover
200 quid in
definitely.
one night. I'm like,
Yeah,
it's
a
an idiot.
hangover reaches different, doesn't it, when you as you get older? Right. I
Yeah,
still
because I got
remember way because I think I joined up similar sort of time as you. I think quite possibly 2008. I joined up.
2008, yeah, same as me, yeah, September.
Um, I was a fresh faced 20-year-old. You could just go out on the piss and then still function perfectly fine for
I had,
the next day.
yeah, so I was based in Cyprus when I was 18, with Iron Apple 20 minutes down the road.
Oh,
So this is right. This is when, I think I can say this now because it's a long time later, but
yeah,
Napa was out of bounds and Napa
yeah,
was out of
yeah.
bounds at the time. And and I was working in one of the bars in the evening, so I was doing work during the day, in the evening getting a taxi down to Napa, and I was working in one of the bars, blending in with all the civvies.
Just
Yeah, it's
pretend to
good.
be.
But what was extra good is like people in Italian knew because obviously you'd have the RMPs patrolling around trying to look for squaddies.
Yeah, yeah,
And back then it was clean shaven. You got
yeah.
your short
Quite
back and
easy to
sides where
catch
you
a
think
squatty. Yeah,
really
definitely.
spot them out. So I grew my hair a bit longer, and there was always a little game when the RMP were walking around, you trying to like play hide and seek with them, so you didn't get spotted.
Yeah, yeah.
And so my OC found out that I was working there, and he actually used to get me in this office in the morning, and he was like, I was lunch check at the time. He was like, Cooper Young, I relived my youth through me. Tell me your stories from last night. It was
Yeah,
class, yeah.
that's good though. To be fair.
Kind of like a little bit mutual respect. So. Because
Oh yeah,
I still turned up for work. I still did PT. I'd have maybe a couple of hours nap in the afternoon before I went back out again, but I'd still turn up and get on with work.
can be a bit of an Egyptian fizz, like.
That's it, yeah.
Where you going? I was
In
quick.
Cyprus as well, just sweat it all out.
Hell of a post in that though, Cyprus.
I
Had
loved it.
a few of my pals went to Cyprus, like.
I loved it. It's by far my favourite posting. If I didn't have the family and stuff here, like there's no way my missus will go out there again. Go out there, and 'cause
Yeah.
she's really close with her. She's really close with her family, so she wouldn't
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
go out there. But I would, if I could take the family out there, I'd absolutely go again.
Yeah. My
But both
missus is
times I
the
did it,
same.
I was young and single, so I could
Oh yeah,
do what I
no, it's
want.
even better in it. Yeah, my missus was the same. I was due a posting quite a few times, um, back in the day, and every time it was like, oh, you better not get Scotland, or you better not get Cyprus, or you better not get Falklands, or wherever random. It's like, well,
Well,
I was like,
Falklands,
I can
Scotland,
put that
not
I don't
really.
want to go there, but
Mm,
that doesn't mean that they're not going to go. Where you going?
that's it. Yeah, you have your preferences, but it's the
Yeah,
army. You get volunteers.
yeah,
I've had this so many times. Like when I promoted and I went to this desk job, well, it was supposed to be a desk job. I told her I was like, yeah, I'm going to the careers management office, so I won't be going on exercise anymore. I'll just be sat in the office. A couple of weeks later, I went on exercise. She was like, I thought you said you
yeah,
weren't going anywhere. I was like, yeah, but if I get told to do something, I'm fucking doing it.
yeah.
It's not like I have a choice. Yes, they can sell you the dream that you don't have to deploy, and I thought it was great, so I can just concentrate on the business on the side. But then I went on exercise for 3 weeks, and then I'm planning ranges, and she was like, what's going on?
So what regiment are you in then? May I ask?
Two Royal Anglian poachers.
Oh, nice, nice, nice.
Yeah, 16 and a half years now. I'm getting
Yeah,
to my
long time now.
20-year point. I'm going to need.
Yeah,
The pension scheme's changed,
that was a check
so
again.
it's not actually come. Yeah, it's not actually come out. Yeah, I think it's coming out in April before the new tax year. But in the officers, you can do so when you turn 40, you'll do 20 years.
Yeah,
Whichever
yeah.
comes first. That wasn't open to the other ranks. Now or in April, they're opening it up to the other ranks. So I've done 16 and a half, 16 years, 8 months. All I need to do is get to 20 years and I can get my early departure payment, which is like 40 grand, I think, payout. And
Yeah.
then 10,900 a year. So my birthday 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. and I got my pension slip through, and it was like, yeah, 10,000 a year and 39 grand lump sum on the 15 and 05 pension
That's
scheme together.
that's
So I was like, yeah, I'll take that.
yeah,
Pay off some debt, and then just run and well, obviously, it's with the business going now. I'm trying to set myself ready for when I leave, but
yeah. That
yeah, sort me right out.
it's a good thing that you've got the business on the side for when you do leave, because when you've done it,
Yeah, that's
because even I did 5.5 years, and even when I left, I was clutching. I was like, I need to.
mm,
I've lost. Well, as everybody knows that's listen, I lost myself. So
mm.
for those that have been in longer and
It's
longer,
very common.
it's
It
got
happens. Yeah.
it's got to be fucking. It's got to be hard work. Like,
Yeah. So there's
I,
I've had a couple of blokes message me in the last couple of weeks saying, "Hi, do you remember me?" And I was like, "Yeah, I actually do." I said, "Oh, what are you doing now? You're out?" And they went, "Oh, mate, I've really struggled." I
yeah,
said, "I thought I'd be all right, but I've been having like really ups and downs." And they've like, "Oh, I've got this business idea. I wanted to start doing car valeting because I used to wash cars in camp for people, and I just want to turn it into a business."
yeah,
Oh, that's great. I'll help you. It's fine.
yeah.
He
Get
said,
on it.
I can see you. I see you helping people. Can you give me some advice?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course we will."
That's
But
good. That
people do
that's
struggle.
good
Yeah,
because
that was my biggest.
the lads do struggle, and I was quite lucky that. Well, I say lucky. I still had to work to get into a job. I did what every fucking infanteer does, or most. I'm gonna do security. I'm gonna get my CP license.
CP.
I got my
I could have
CP
guessed that
license.
before you even said it.
Have I used it? Have I fuck? Um, However, it looks fucking Gucci on your
Oh, you did get it.
CV. Yeah, I got my CP
Yeah,
license. Yeah, I haven't used it as such. I've been offered a lot
it's
of
really
jobs.
hard
I'm
unless you know
lucky.
people.
My
It's
old man's on the
really
circuit, so I get offered like,
okay.
oh, he's constantly going. Do you want to do a RST job here? Do you want to? I've got the principal needs an extra
Mm,
CPO. Do you want to do it? And I'm like, well, I would, Dad,
yeah,
but I've got a full time job and can't really
yeah,
just
yeah.
up and leave. As much as I would love to have that fucking cashola in the back pocket.
Yeah, see it again. I always said that if I'd got out, or I was close to getting medically discharged, if I got kicked out, I'd probably just had to go to security or CP just to tie me over because it was
Yeah,
easy to just get into. I
I
know
tell you
I've
what
got
though,
one of my good.
it's certain security jobs are good, and then certain ones like
It's just staggering on, isn't it?
mate, yeah, mate. I'm gonna say it anyway. I got the fucking today with one of my officers. I'm a security manager now. Yeah, fucking check me out. Um,
They're gonna see this, aren't
yeah, and I got the fucking right with him. I was like, why haven't you checked this area? It hasn't been checked for God knows when. I went,
they?
I'm not going that. I can't even go back that far to see when the last time you fucking checked it. Why has it
Mm.
not been checked? It's been wet. It's been
Fuck off.
fucking wet. Fuck off, you fucking turkey. I literally just
Slap
said
them
to
around
him,
the
I went,
head.
that's a shit excuse. And I went, you've
Should
got
have
all the kit and equipment that you need if it is wet. You get issued
should have
boots
got
from the
should
company.
have got a bucket of water and tipped it over his head
Oh,
and said, "Now you're
mate, I
fucking wet."
was fucking, I literally just went, get out of my office. I can't, I can't be
How old
dealing.
is he?
He's my age, so 37, soon to be
And he's
38.
not like he's new to it either.
No, mate,
It's just a drip.
they get pure lazy and complacent.
Mm.
And I ain't got a fucking I ain't got a veteran or a squaddy amongst my team anymore. So it's like, oh, that's a lie. One of the lads is former merchant navy, so he sort of counts, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
What? Yeah.
but
It's
yeah, it's just that it's little things like that. It's like just do as you're told, you fucking prick.
This is what I always thought I'd struggle with civvy life before. Like I'm hanging around with a lot more civvies now, but I was. Oh, do you know what? Actually, yesterday, literally only yesterday, me and Mrs. had a little tuffle, and she was like, "Stop speaking to me like one of your recruits or one of your soldiers." I'm like, "I'm not."
Fucking do as you're
So
told. Yeah.
I said, "It's very
Well, the
I'm a
night.
very calm person. It's very rare I lose my temper, but I tripped over a box that she left on the stairs, and I was carrying product down. I carried product downstairs, and I tripped over it, and I was fucking smashed. We've got like photos down the stairs. And I knocked him over, banged my elbow, and I dropped this product on the floor. So I was fuming. And she rang me on the way home from dropping my son off at her mum's. She was all happy. Oh, I'm coming home. Are you okay? And I was like, no, I'm not actually. I just tripped over the thing on the stairs. And she laughed. And I
Yeah.
switched. I was like, you're
Oh,
fucking taking the piss out of me. And yeah, I mean, look, we sorted it out now. But she was like, yeah, don't talk to me like one of your crews. I was like, I'm not. If you, I saw what in work I could be like. It could be a lot nastier than I'd ever raise my voice to you. So I
pro
wouldn't do that.
position down, test and adjust.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've never raised my voice in the household ever. Like, I've got two different lives. As soon as I leave camp, not like I'm a dickhead in work anyway, but
yeah, yeah.
if you
Well, you
need to,
might
if you
be.
need to, if you need to say, I might be. Yeah. Someone else can. They can write that. Anyone who's watching this can write this in the comments that knows me and see if he is or not. But no. I know I'm not a dickhead. But yeah, I definitely got a different style of how I own work compared to where I am on Civvy Street.
Yeah, yeah.
I when I'm all kissy and cuddly and soppy when I'm here at the house. When I'm work mode, I'm work mode.
Yeah, I got told the other day. I coach my daughter's uh football team, and
Okay.
I got told that by a couple of the parents that they like the fact that I'm there because I've got a touch of discipline that the kids haven't had. They're like,
Mm.
and the amount of times they've gone, you served, haven't you? I'm like, yeah. I went, oh, we could tell. It's like,
Mm.
and they were like, we could just tell just by one your presence. I was like, my presence. I don't even know what that really means, but yeah. They went and
You've got
your
that aura about you.
and they were like your voice. And I was like, what about my voice? And they went, it travels. And I was like, all right. But the funny thing was, I never got to a rank where I needed to use my voice in that way. I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
never
yeah.
I was never like I never climbed the
It's
ranks as much as I
it's
wanted to. But
yeah.
I
It's
think
very
I
rare
think
I
it's
ever raise my voice.
from growing up with my dad. My dad was a flight sergeant, PTI as
Mm.
well,
Mhm. Oh, so he loved going off.
and PJI. So he loves his own voice, and I think it's just brushed off on me how he would be able
Yeah,
to command a room or command a football pitch or command anything like that just by
yeah.
changing the level of his voice. And yeah, my daughters, they, I think my daughters know they're in trouble more now if I don't shout. They're like, oh, we're definitely in the shit. Dad's really disappointed. Just hasn't spoke.
That's because disappointed is worse than that angry.
Oh,
If you,
definitely.
oh no, it's like, oh no, it's disappointed. That's worse than being getting fucking shouted at. You're like,
Oh,
please just shout at me. I
mm,
can't handle you being disappointed.
yeah, just shout at me. I
It's
think, I,
very, I've very rarely raised my voice. And I've always said, like, even when I trained recruits at Capture for 2 years, and I've always said, if you're raising your voice, you've got enough, or as in, you've lost control then. You
yeah,
can't
yeah,
escalate anymore. There's a time to scream and shout, and that's when you're in a section attack or you're giving orders on a, because there's fucking bullets flying everywhere.
yeah, yeah,
That's when you'll be screaming and shouting, not when if you're shouting at someone. It's just not right. But I've worked out there's obviously people react to different things. Some people need a dad chat. Some people need a kiss and a cuddle.
yeah,
Some people need a slap around the fucking head.
yeah,
Or some people do need a bit of a stern word. But it's just as a good leader, you work out what um what your recruits or whoever it is understand, and then you tailor it to that person. Not everyone's the same. You just got to figure out. And I'm quite a good judge of character, and I can figure that out quite early.
yeah.
But I've had people
It's a
say to
great trait to
I've
have,
had
isn't it?
recruits say to me, yeah, I've had recruits say to me before because I, I've got quite a serious scowl anyway, like a natural scowl.
Yeah,
And I always get people telling me all the time, like, do you need glasses? And I'm like, I don't think so. And they're like, because you frown all the time. But it's not intentionally. It's
yeah.
just I just concentrating on what's
My
going on.
resting
But
face.
but it makes me look like I'm either pissed off or I'm like
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Mardy pump. I'm not.
Know exactly what you mean. I do it when I watch telly. Like
Yeah,
I sort of look down and then look through my eyebrows.
that's right. Yeah, that's exactly what
My
I'm
missus
like.
is like, "Why are you so grumpy?" I'm not. I'm not. I'm actually enjoying this.
Yeah,
Shut the fuck up.
yeah. When you're really concentrating, and then
Yeah,
if I saw a video, so if I was on Gogglebox or something, all you'd see is literally that really intense. Like,
yeah. That'd be a hell of a goggle box to watch that.
like what?
Why
People
is
are
he
like,
so
what the
fucking
fuck am I
angry
with
at
him?
me?
Yeah, it's so serious.
Yeah,
I can't. I don't like talking when I'm watching a film either, or watching TV, because I'm not very good at doing two things at once anyway. If I'm trying to watch something and my missus is talking, I have not a clue what she's saying.
yeah.
Pointless even talking to
I
her.
have selective hearing. Like I also hate
That's
I
not the
also
word. Yeah,
watching something with her that I haven't seen, and she's asking me stuff about what I haven't seen. It's like I
Yeah, 'cause
don't
you're like, I haven't
know.
fucking seen it either. How am I supposed to know?
Yeah, I have another little stupid trait that I have as well. If I recognise someone in a show,
Yeah,
I can't think who it is. I can't just leave it. I have to like Google.
Google it.
I have to
Yeah.
Google who they
To
are.
be,
Stuff like
to be
that.
fair, we both do that. We're both like that.
Yeah, yeah.
She's really good,
That's it.
actually. She's quite good at. She's a massive film nut. She could sit like lockdown for her was the best thing ever because she could just sit in and watch films on
Mm.
TV. She's seen, and she works from home as well, so she can have stuff on the side.
Yeah, yeah.
She, yeah, any film like she loves like old school films as well, like Pulp Fiction and um, what call it, Goodfellas, all those old ones.
Oh yeah, yeah. Classics.
Yeah, she's really into those. But she can name actors just like that. And what? Oh, right. This is the theory, right? I've got this weird. We were talking. We were talking about this just before Christmas, and it's not like a proven thing. It's something I've just made up in my head. But right, next time you watch a film,
Yeah,
so there's like a hidden, not a hidden link, but you'll be watching a film, say like an Adam Sandler film,
yeah.
and there'll be someone in that film. The next film you were to watch, whether it's a couple of days later, an actor or something really stands out from that first film will be in the next film. And I promise you now you've when you consciously think of what's your next film, there'll be a link between the last film and the next one. I'm trying to think of an example now. Main ones are actors, same actors, and it could be from a TV show to a film to a TV
Yeah.
show. But there'll be an obvious link, and you'll be like, "That's the link." And I promise you, a couple of weeks, you will message me and be like, "Tim, you've ruined it because there's a link and everything."
There's a link and everything. I
I told
always
my missus
find as
about this,
well.
and
There's a. I don't know if it's a subconscious thing that happens, but I'll be like looking for guests to come on, and I'll be like,
mm,
who could I have on? Like I think not last week, the week before, I had Luke Seeley on, who I've had on before,
mm.
and I was like, I need to get him on. I haven't had him on it. I haven't had him on for ages. Literally, the day I had him on was the 2 year point exactly since
Oh
I had
wow,
him on before. And then
wow, bang on.
I asked Smudger from Red Coat Apparel to come back
Mm.
on, and then literally that day I looked on my fucking Facebook memories, and
2 years.
that was like literally like 2 or 3 years since I asked him to come on. I was like, why is
Wow.
he
How
on
long
here?
have you been going then?
6 years, mate. 2019 I
Whoa,
started. Yeah,
bastard.
it's it started. It started as my own little therapy, really, to because
Yeah,
I tried writing stuff down. My dyslexic brain doesn't like me writing stuff down.
yeah, yeah.
Much as I'm not actually bad at writing, it's just I I just don't like doing it, basically.
I'm the same. I don't like writing either. To be honest,
And my
now
brother,
everything's on a phone or a laptop. I don't
yeah,
write
yeah,
anything anymore.
yeah. And my brother basically said to me, he went, "Well, why don't you try starting a podcast?" And I was like, "Well, who the fuck
Okay.
would want to listen to that?" And he went, "Well, who cares?" And he went, "It will just help you air all your fucking problems
Mm,
out." And I was like, "Good point." I did it, and as I posted yesterday, that was a segment from episode 1,
yeah.
and yeah, I got a lot of backlash from lads. I had a lot of great feedback from lads that weren't in my regiment, and I had a lot of good feedback from lads that were veterans from the regiment
Mm,
that were like, "Oh
mm,
yeah, we sat had the same thing." It was the lads that I served with that are still serving seemed to have a
mm.
massive problem with me opening my mouth. But
That's one of my. I obviously that podcast I did came out yesterday, and I was absolutely shitting my pants, expecting internet trolls to come out from all over the place.
yeah,
But I have not genuinely. I think it's got like 3,600 views in less than it came out 7 o'clock, so 24 hours. I hadn't seen one negative comment, and I've had people messaging me all day today, being so supportive,
yeah,
and it was such a fresher breath of fresh air
a breath of
because
fresh
I
air.
was, yeah, because I was so scared. Not, yeah,
No, I know exactly what you mean.
I was scared of getting trolled and it was like saying the wrong thing or not coming across like right. But everyone's just said, yeah, you can tell one, you can tell you were nervous, which I was because I'm not very good in the front of the camera anyway.
Yeah, yeah,
And two, because I was so it just came across honest and genuine. And I was like, well, I am the worst liar. I couldn't lie for shit because I would one forget what I say,
Yep.
and two, you'd see straight through me anyway. Like my missus knows I cannot. I'll never ever be able to lie to her about anything. I'm not even good at surprises because I just can't
Yeah.
hold it in. It just come out.
I can't. I'm exactly the same. And to be
It's
fair,
horrendous.
Big Phil is class. I think as a host. Anyway, I think
Mm,
he's got the right temperament for it, and
yeah, he was really easy to talk to, and I'd never met him before.
yeah,
They hid him away in the little office. I wasn't even allowed to see him first
oh,
because they wanted all the introductions to be
but
um,
fresh.
genuine
Yeah,
when you
genuine
come on
and
the camera.
fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. I wanted to because I was fucking shit myself. I wanted to like get it all out of my system first. So I was like, "Ugh, shaking."
Yeah, I
But
know.
this is a way better setting for me. A way more
Well, you know.
relaxed and like I said, talking like a pub talk.
Yeah, that's how I want it. And eventually, when me and the missus are fully settled in our new house, the garage is going to get turned into like a pub slash theater room slash fucking
No.
podcast studio. I keep saying, look, it's going to have either an extra little section just for me to go and hide
Yeah.
in, or that pub is going to be. To be fair, my kit and equipment isn't fucking anything flash. I've got a
I
webcam
don't
if I
think it needs to be.
no, that is
Don't
easy.
think it
This is just simply just a mic off Amazon. The MacBook was the expensive bit. That was from my old man. Though he was like, "Happy birthday!"
is.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
I got some fucking shitty little spotlights. And that's it. Fucking
Well, this is why I wanted to do this in my loft because I had the flag in the background. I would have had. I've got like a little spotlight thing. Instead, I've got this little shitty one in the living room. Because my missus, like I said before, she was the kids' room's like just below the loft, and she was like, "You are not waking him up."
yeah.
I was like,
How old
"Fine,
is
I'm
he?
gonna have to go in the living." One, his birthday was Saturday.
Ah, bless him.
He's actually he's actually a leap year baby, so it's 29th of February. But because obviously that's every 4 years
Yeah.
now. But we celebrated it on the
So
28th. Yeah, so
so
it was
he's
nice.
not
Yeah.
one yet.
No, yes, yeah. Well, not technically, no.
Technically
And
not.
I tried arguing, not getting him any presents, not giving him a birthday, and we'll save the money. She, not
Save
a
the money
chance.
for 4 years time when he is one, and you're like,
Yeah,
"Happy
we
birthday,
had
mate! You're 1 year old," and he's four, and like, "What the fuck are you talking about? I'm going to school."
I, I was so against a big party. Like, but to be fair, my missus pulled it out of the bag. She had like a bounce castle and like a little blow up thing that had the balls smushing around.
I get
And
exactly what you
the
mean.
kid,
It's like he's 1 year old, he's not going to remember it, and then
exactly, that's what I
the
said.
missus will go, yeah, but we will. It's like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
I see your
I
point.
get it. She wanted photos and stuff. But to be fair, to be completely fair, I was against it until I got there and I was like, actually, this is sick. It was a little bit over the top, but it was sick.
Got a lot of time for that.
But
You
yeah,
mentioned earlier that you almost got med discharged.
mentally discharged. Yeah, I've got 2 years ago. I got diagnosed with Crohn's disease.
However,
Out of
a buddy of mine had
yeah,
that or has that, should I
it's
say?
nightmare. Yeah, I had to have surgery. They took out a section of my bowels because there was a 10 centimeter growth, and when they did the biopsies, it was showing cancer.
Oh
So
shit!
they got rid of that. Yeah, they got rid of that. Um, and then now I'm on tablets for the rest of my life. I've got a B12 injection every 10 weeks. These vitamin D tablets. These Crohn's disease tablets every breakfast, lunch, dinner, 2 times. Yeah, it's absolute nightmare. Like even last night, I don't know, I haven't done this in a long time because I've been on the tablets, but even last night, I fucking shit myself in bed at 3 in the morning because I couldn't get to the toilet in time. And I haven't done that for ages, but I think it was just the pressure of the podcast coming out and I was a bit under stress.
Yeah.
But I
That
went
does
for a
that
stage.
majorly affect it then? There's a bit of extra added stress. Does that all
Yeah,
flare it up?
stress. A lot of it's diet.
Not gonna
Um,
lie, I don't know much about Crohn's disease.
no, it's not. And I'd never heard of it before, but I've always kind of struggled with stomach issues anyway.
Yeah.
And I've just ignored it my whole career because I was like, I'm not going on the sick like that. Yeah, so I ignored it. And then I was training for selection and about to do the medical. And they were like, "Have you had this checked?" And I was like, "Nope." They went, "Well, you need to go for colonoscopy then." Had a colonoscopy. They found the growth. Basically, my bladder obliterated. They found the growth and did the biopsies and it was showing that. So they got rid of it. Gave me the option to get rid of it. In fact, I went on chemo for 6 weeks. And then they said, "I will just take it out if you want." I said, "Go on, take it out." Um, but then I didn't recover for like 6 months.
Jesus.
I was getting like constantly shit myself. It takes me. 40 minutes to get from my house to camp. And I was shitting myself in the car all the time, nearly every day, because I couldn't go longer than 15, 20 minutes without needing the toilet. It was
Jeez.
so bad. Like, so, yeah, so bad. So it's to the point where I was like, not eating in the morning, wasn't eating until like lunchtime. I was like absolutely starving to try and delay me going to the
Like,
toilet
yeah,
because I just
yeah.
didn't want anything in my body. And
Fuck me.
I was having all these checkups, and they were saying, they were like, "Oh, so how much are you eating? You drinking?" And I was like, "I'm not, because I don't want to go to the toilet." And they were like, "Yeah, but you're going to be like malnutrition, well, do
Malnourished.
you know what I mean? Malnourished. That's it. Yeah, because I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
getting anything in." And I was like, "I'd rather that than go to the toilet." All I said, the fucking piles I've got on my bumhole and the agonising pain of I can't even use toilet roll anymore. I have to use wipes, like wet wipes,
Yeah, yeah, wet wipe, yeah.
like Andrex wet wipes, because I can't. Toilet paper just rips my arsehole apart. It's fucking horrible. Yeah, it really affected me. I couldn't go. I couldn't walk the dog for long. I couldn't go out anywhere, and this was for months.
That's
And
got
then
that's got
eventually,
that's got to affect you not only physically but in your fucking head as well.
yeah, it absolutely drained me. I was getting so frustrated, and yeah, it just impacted everything. I couldn't see mates. I couldn't do anything, and then
And of
yeah, I
course,
had to have
you wouldn't want to see mates. You wouldn't want to do anything, surely. You're like,
no,
no,
no.
if I go out and see the lads, I'm gonna fucking shit myself and be embarrassed.
Yeah, it's kind of turned into a bit of a joke, really, because
Oh yeah,
later on,
it would do.
obviously, yeah, the lads are like, yeah, it turned into a bit of a joke, and I was like, and I, if I had shit myself and it was like a bad mess, I'd send them photos, and they're like, stop sending me photos of your shit. but I, but I'd even have to send photos. I remember sending them a photo to my OC because I was like, sir, I can't come in today, and I sent him a video of how bad the diarrhea, and he's like, didn't have to show me that. I completely believe you, but cheers.
It's like, well, no,
I was
you,
like,
sir, I'm not gonna lie. You need the evidence of,
I am
otherwise, I
so
could be
open with,
lying.
yeah.
So it'd
I'm
be
so
like,
open with everything. I'm probably
see,
too
we
open,
we
but
understand, mate. You've got a problem. It's like, well, I
yeah,
need you guys to know that I've
yeah,
definitely shit myself.
yeah, well, yeah.
Oh shit. You know,
Funniest part, I was trying to video it. I
you
was trying to
see
video
the
it through my bullshit.
video in it. I love
Trying to
that.
video it through the gap in the toilet,
At
not get my
least
bollock
you've
in it,
got
so
an
they can show
excuse,
that.
mate. This is my missus is gonna love the fact that I'm bringing this up. I shit myself the other
Yeah.
fucking. It would have been Halloween. So we went to a Halloween party,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
I got absolutely fucking twatted, and I was a proper mess to the point where my father-in-law was driving us home, and I thought it'd be a good idea to try and get naked in the car. Um. Anyway, I got quite violently sick that night, but instead of going to the bathroom, I was doing it in the sink. And as I was doing it in the sink, I was straining that
Oh.
much that I shit myself. Um, to
Do you have pants
which,
on?
oh yeah, I had pants on. Um, to which my missus, all she said she could hear was me going, "Oh, I've shit myself like a baby, right? Crying my
Did
eyes
she have to
out
clean you up, or could you do it
because I
yourself?
was fucking uber pissed. I had too much whiskey, too much fucking everything. Decided it'd be a good idea to take my pants off and throw them in the bin outside. So I was outside my house naked, putting my pants in the bin.
With shit all down your legs.
Shit all down my leg. And I got back in, got into the shower because I was that pissed that I couldn't wipe my ass properly. Showered myself all down. Basically, I had a go at the missus who hadn't done anything. I was like, "Well, you fucking
Mm.
laughing at me. You're just Mrs. Perfect, aren't you?" Fucking went back downstairs to sleep on the
Sorry.
sofa, and then round two happened, and exactly the same thing happened again.
Oh
And I was
no.
like, oh, I've shit myself again. I'm in
Oh.
disgrace. Yeah.
And
So,
this is why I'm not drinking anymore.
yeah. But luckily for me,
That would never happen sober.
I wasn't drinking any stout or anything because that would have been even worse.
Oh. To be honest, I'm not really a sicky person. When I'm drunk, I'm not really a sicky person.
I'm
I'd
not.
like, if I'm that bad, and I can't sleep, I sometimes force myself to be sick, but
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah. No, I
very
can't.
rarely, I'm very rarely
I find with
involuntary.
like stouts and things like that, I can handle that better. It sits better. If I
Mm.
drink too much lager, it feels like I've been in a street fight and I've had my head kicked in. Like it, my head hurts that much. It's one of those
I go
sort
through
of
phases. Normally, I will.
it's one of those
Go on.
headaches where you again, it's similar to you, like you just said. You make yourself ill to relieve the
Yeah,
pressure
yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
That if I have too much whiskey as well, I can go one or two ways. I can either be very
I stay away from whiskey now. I don't. I'm a bit boring now. I'm beer, either just beer or it's weird. I'll go. It'll either be whatever's in front of me. I'll just take, or I try and be sensible and just stick to beer. But then I'll just have copious amounts of beer,
yeah,
or it would. Yeah, it's one way or another. But it's just easy not to drink now. This is the long. I think last year I did till April. I can't remember what it was. There was a reason I started to get on. There was a celebration or something I went to, and I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll drink again.
yeah.
This year I do want to do the full year.
Oh,
Last year I was just going to say I'm not going to be strict with it. I'm just going to see how long I'll go without drinking. If something comes up, I'll have one. But
yeah, yeah,
no, this year I actually don't want to. So I don't like this. It ruins my productivity. I've got so much. It's going. We're going so well right now. We're on a really good momentum.
yeah,
I feel like if I have that drink, I'll have two. Because it takes me 2 or 3 days to recover.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
First day, I'm just in. I'm just doing. I'm no. I'm not even speaking to anyone. I'm just like fuck this. The next day, it's like I'll do a bit, but it's not actually productive enough to be. It might as well just not.
Yeah.
And it's just then days wasted. I'm struggling for time now. I can't afford to take
Well,
two,
yeah,
3 days off.
we might as well bring up the business while we're
Oh
discussing
no!
productivity because
Oh,
why not? What a business as well, by the way.
thank you.
It
It's
popped up.
come out of
When
nowhere.
did it pop up on mine? I think it actually popped up on my football page first. I think
Is through an
because
ad, through a sponsored ad.
because I it must have been because I'm pretty sure I was a cheeky bastard and sent you a message and went, look, got a charity football match. Fancy giving us an
That's
auction
right. Yeah,
prize. And you're like, yeah,
yeah.
let us
That's
know
it. Yeah.
closer to the time, you fucking weirdo. Um, but I was like,
I can't remember. Has it happened? I can't remember.
no, it hasn't happened yet. It's well, I've got one in May in Belfast first, and then we got the big one is August.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Okay. That was a long time ago now. Actually,
yeah,
that
it
was
was,
must have
yeah,
been right. Not far. We were only right near the start, I think.
yeah, yeah. I think it would have been, but yeah, I just remember looking at a couple of the ads, and I was like, to be fair, I need a beard trimmer or a body hair
Hmm.
trimmer, and because normally I'll wait for to have my hair cut, and then because my missus is a
Hmm.
hairdresser, and then she'll trim my
Right.
beard. But she's like, "Why
Yeah,
have
yeah,
I
yeah.
got to trim your beard? Why don't you do it?" And I'm like, "Because I
Hmm.
haven't got anything. That's why." And then why not help a fucking? I actually thought you were a veteran company to start with. I didn't realize you were still serving until just recently. So
I keep using the word veteran, and I don't know if I feel like a bit not like a walt, but I feel like because I am still serving, I use the word veteran brand all the time
yeah,
because there is so many of these veteran
yeah.
brands. And
Eventually, you
I
will
don't
be.
know if I'm right. I don't know if I'm right or wrong in saying it. Like I'm not intentionally saying it wrong, but
I
obviously
don't,
I'm still serving. I don't know what the word is if I'm still serving.
yeah,
I don't know what other word I'd use.
I have no idea. Asking the wrong guy.
Yeah, it's
Ask Forces Brands. He'll let you know. Um,
Ash. Yeah, Ash. Oh, Ash from the start has been so good.
yeah,
I
he's
hope he doesn't
class.
mind me. I hope he doesn't mind me mentioning his name, but from the start, he's been so good for us.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
it's so
he's been pretty shit hot for us for me as well.
he's so good, and it's such a selfless thing he's doing.
Mm,
It's
definitely.
I can't think if it wasn't for him at the start, I would absolutely wouldn't be anywhere.
It's
And a
amazing
lot.
what
So
sort of spark someone with a platform like Forces Brands or
yeah,
the other guy I like to tag in because he's quite selfless as well is every link man. I can't.
everyone's a link
Everyone's
man.
a link man. That's the one.
He's great as well. Yeah,
Yeah, and
he does a lot of my. He does, to be fair to him, he shares a lot of my stuff in Combat Fuel as well.
yeah,
He's brilliant. Yeah, I can't remember his fucking name though.
that's the type of community that you want to be a part of.
Oh, sorry, I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I'm no good
Yeah,
with names. I just know
they
them
are,
as their handles.
oh, I've got it. Yeah. But yeah, there's that community. I'm so thankful for it. Like the Coffee and Blue Bag podcast. When I was speaking to them, they're really good at promoting people as well. Really in their infancy. So you've been going. How long have you been going?
6 years, me.
6 years. Yeah. Like they're really brand new, but and they're just doing it for the love of it, just like you
Yeah,
are.
yeah, exactly.
Um,
It's like
but they're so
I
honest and
I
genuine. It's like,
tried
oh,
I don't even pay for any like the sponsorship stuff on Instagram or even that. I don't
Mm.
bother with that. I'm like, if
See, I
people,
do. I pay a lot of money on ads.
but yeah, but the difference with yourself is you're a business, so
Yeah, that's true.
you
I'm
need the
still
eyes on, which is obviously
yeah.
another good reason why to do. I know you said at the start. I can't remember if you said it at the start or if it was off air. You don't want to be spilling the same stuff over and over again, but
Yeah,
it is good for your brand to put the face to the brand as well.
yeah. So like,
Um,
like I hate being in front of the camera.
I thought you were going to say I hate my face. I was like, well, you're a handsome guy.
No, 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 no. I've got a beautiful face. Beautiful face. No, I hate being in front of the camera. And at the start, I was going to be a completely faceless brand.
A bit like
And
Gibraltar Trading Company started like that.
yeah,
He always
I
wore a
saw.
mask.
So the first time I saw him was on.
Was on
Oh, it
Forces
was actually on Force TV. That's right. Yeah.
because he did
And
my podcast first. By the way, Forces Radio, you've taken a lot of my guests, so I had him first, right? But yeah,
you've claimed it.
acclaimed them.
Unfortunately, this is my third now. I
Yeah,
can't.
I know. I didn't get you first,
Coffee and Kuberg's they've got my cherry, unfortunately.
motherfuckers.
And if it wasn't for genuinely, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have done any of these because I didn't want to ever be out there. And what I realized on my Instagram was once I put a couple of photos or one or two photos on there, that was getting a lot more traction
Yeah,
and views and insights than any of my actual product photos. And then I did a bit more research into it and about like, all these content creators and famous influencers and stuff. And they said people will buy more into a personal brand than
yeah,
the actual. Stop trying to push the product, push the solution and the thing, and what your ethos is, what you're supporting, and people will buy into you and what your values are rather than the actual product.
yeah.
Which is what I'm kind of trying to do now, and I'm getting a bit more out there, and I'm doing all these podcasts. And but like I said, if I've been asked for quite a few now, and I'm being very selective because I don't want to one be just too available to everyone, but I don't. I'm worried about being boring. I don't want to say the same things all the time.
Yeah, I get you. I
Which
get you.
absolutely we haven't on this.
So it's only
We
so
haven't.
many times you can talk about shitting yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah. True. Yeah. I mean, so for some people that'd be hilarious every single time, but
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Nah, but I
nice.
totally get like when I first started doing this, and I was on like episode two, three, four, all the early ones. I was
Mm.
like, I'm fucking starting to repeat myself a little bit here, which
Yeah,
is
it's
when I
fine.
thought,
Yeah.
is when I thought I'm gonna have to get someone to talk to, and I got my
Mm.
brother on first because it was easy. And me and him when we're just chatting away, it's just a fucking again just a chat down the pub.
Mm.
We go off on tangents, me and my brother, about fucking growing up. Like, whoever, if anyone's listening to that, they'll be like, "What the fuck are these two chimps talking about?"
They suddenly just check in
But,
halfway through and they're like,
but for me, it's. It sounds a bit silly, really. I didn't start it for people to listen and then comment and things like that. It was,
yeah.
it was a way for me
Like you
to
said, it
air
is a
stuff
chat.
out.
It's like a chat. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
great.
and
You need that,
I also like
especially
the
when you do it with new people you've never met before, because that's what keeps it interesting. Because
yeah.
you're you
This
are
sounds a
learning
bit
about that.
morbid as well. This sounds a bit morbid,
Oh god,
but it's also
you're gonna
something
depress me now.
that my girls will have, and then their
Mm.
kids will have, and then their kids. They
Yeah.
can always go, "Oh, this is what your granddad did. This is what your great granddad did,"
Ah, because they've had it all
and
recorded for that
and
all
then
that time.
my
Yeah.
voice, and then because it's on video as well, they can still see me and things like that. So if something drastically happens to me, my
Yeah.
girls have got 213 episodes,
Mate, that's a great way to think of it. You know.
and which is another great reason for social media and things like that because of all the photos and things that you save up. I know a lot of people will be like, "Oh, fucking Karen's posted again." Like my mum,
I
genuinely, my mum. This it was a weird. It was a weird set of photos of her that she's obviously scanned like back in the day when it was
mm,
scan things onto a computer, and she's obviously uploaded that to Facebook, and this was like 13 years ago or whatever. But one of them is her when she would have been, I don't know, 18 maybe.
mm.
And I hadn't seen this photo before, and I was like, Jesus Christ, that looks like my eldest daughter.
Oh
And I've
wow,
never
really?
looked at my mum and thought my daughters look like my mum. I've never
Yeah,
thought.
yeah,
And I saw that photo, and it's even down. She's got like a, as we spoke earlier, she's got a resting grumpy face.
yeah,
Is what my oldest daughter has. If you
yeah.
strap some glasses on her, it's the same person. And I'd never seen it before. I was like, that's class.
Mm.
Like, don't get me wrong, I love the nostalgia of going around my brother's. My brother's got all my mum's photo albums. I love picking up the photo albums and looking through. But it's also
Wasn't.
as technology's gone further and further, it's also nice to go on your phone, even if it's Facebook or whatever, and
Yeah.
you click on memories, and you're like, ah, fucking look at this stupid status I put up fucking 10 years ago.
Yeah, I'm quite lucky. I haven't got because I deleted social media when I was about 24, I think, and so I didn't have it for like 7 years, 8 years. I can't even remember how many years it was total, but I haven't got any of the cringe things. I know
Oh,
I had cringe stuff on there.
mine's all
I
mine's all me basically gobbing off about football. Basically, that's what I
back
use.
in the to be fair, back in the day, and this is super embarrassing. I don't think many people know this.
Oh, here
I
we
used to,
go.
I
This is
used
what
to
mine
have.
says.
Do you remember Vine? Like
Yes.
the short 6 second
Yeah.
videos. I used to create little vines,
Oh, did you?
and it was there was one I remember really distinctly. I was in my room in camp, and I got one of the lads to pretend like they were walking in, and I was naked with a gas mask on, wanking, pretending to get caught. So there's me, stood at my table like this, like, and as he come in through the door, I'm like, no, like falling away to this camera, and I put that on my Vine, and I was like, oh, but later on, years later, I was thinking, I cannot fucking believe I ever did that, and I still had some sort of respect from people
I
because it
mean,
was
I'm
fucking
surprised
outrageous.
that didn't get snapped up and played back on you.
I think because I had the gas mask on, you couldn't, and I don't, it was before my tattoos, I think. So it was just my body, and you obviously couldn't see my dick. I mean, it's tiny anyway, but even
Yeah.
it's fine, so you didn't be able to see it. So it's so you couldn't actually see anything.
To be fair, at
Um,
least it's not as bad as. Do you remember that peaty-eyed lizard that would do
oh
Vine?
yeah, the Power Rangers and stuff.
Yeah, Power Rangers, and then you do like cosplay stuff.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right. Yeah.
I'm the
Pop up.
dragon.
That's it. I keep seeing them pop up on
You're like, hey mate,
Only
what
Forces. Put it on a.
what are you fucking doing? You're like,
I see that literally popped up not long ago, and there was this. Everyone was saying that as much of a cringy prick he was, there was that one video of the Power Rangers that was hilarious,
oh, the what?
and he
Yeah,
was
where it's
doing.
like Black
Do
Power and
you
White
know which
Power
one
is
I mean?
there.
Yeah. And we were like, fair one, okay.
Yeah.
That's genuinely actually quite a funny one, but the rest were just horrendous. He was a bit of a nonce as well, wasn't he?
Oh, apparently so.
Didn't he come out as a nonce? Yeah. What hideous man. What a hideous man. He might not have done. I'm sure he was.
You fucking
All
hideous.
right, sorry. If you see this and you're not, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure he called out for
But
one. Oh,
you did pretty much have noncy behaviour with those vines and
well,
TikTok.
there you go.
You deserve it.
Yeah. I'm so.
I got a strike today on my TikTok.
What's that
Um,
mean? Didn't
I,
know we can get
so
some.
you know a bit like a shadow ban, like I got on
All
Instagram,
right, yeah,
where you can't tag me because I fucking
yeah.
say stupid stuff. Um, oh well, I can't even go and find what I commented on, but all I said was,
I very rarely comment on anything because
yeah, I need to stop. And I think my wife keeps telling me to stop commenting on stuff.
I never raise to anything. Like on my, so we're talking about ads, and I've spent a lot of money on paid ads.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And one of the videos I did with Raven Media, they recorded a guy. I wanted the scene to be like, so he's coming in off the if in off patrol. It's then like a little bit late, he's under his basher doing routine. But
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's only like a 45-second video, you can't really show the time difference between him coming in. Actually, it's been a long bit of a time, and now he's doing his routine.
Hmm.
So in this video, it looks like he's just coming off patrol. He's straight away got a razor out, it's clipping, and I get it, but people are like, why? And he's got some nods on his fucking head, which aren't even on his eyes. They're like just
Yeah,
down a
yeah, yeah.
bit.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah.
And people are like, why are you wearing fucking nods in the daytime?
I saw,
Why would carry razors in their kit?
what
All
did
I
I
want
say?
is
I
bombs and
saw
ammo.
someone comment the other day on one of your things, and it was, why is it a tactical razor? Why is it got to be
Yeah,
tactical? So shut the
yeah.
fuck up, mate. It's
I thought there's the amount of negative. If I can't reply, there's one I replied to actually. So I ignored them all apart from one that's really, really pissed me off because he said, uh, "Why is it veteran brands feel like they can hike the prices on products? You think it's okay to charge 14.99 for a shaving soap when I can get one off the high street for £2.50?" And I was like, right. You could go to the high street, get one for £2.50, but it would be low quality. It would
yeah,
stink like shit, and it would have been tested on animals. You and it was because these are massive companies. They can buy them by like
yeah,
thousands, hundreds of thousands.
yeah.
So they're
They don't
probably
get it,
paying
mate.
pennies for. They're probably paying pennies for them because they're buying them as shit quality bulk things. And I said, none of our products is tested on animals. We ensure it's the highest quality, has a good smell, and we donate a percentage of our profits to charity. To be able to provide this service, we charge a little bit more. So it's
Yeah,
going back into the community and we provide these good products. And that's the only time I bit and I've replied to something which I kind of regretted later. I thought I shouldn't have even raised to it, but I thought, you little prick.
yeah. I know exactly what you mean. The
That
comment
really
I
annoyed me.
put, and I can't even remember what I was commenting on, but this is all I said. Oh, you poor sausage, you have no idea. I called someone a
That's what it was
sausage,
banned for.
right? And I've got, you have received a strike on your account for violating community standards. So
Tyson Fury calls people a sausage every day.
yeah, I know. So I created my little post about that, and what was my caption? So I tagged TikTok in it, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Here's a little catchy title for you," because it asked me to put a title for the video that I put up.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Basically, that comment, and I've just put, "Here's a little catchy strike title for you. You can fuck off with adding a strike. Nothing about that goes against community guidelines. If you think that's bad for calling someone a sausage, you must get called a cunt daily."
And you sent that, you posted that.
I posted that, and that didn't get anything. So I was
Yeah,
like,
that's pretty good.
I get like, I'm super confused by it. But
No, I
no, I
was,
gotta say, your adverts are pretty good for your products. Like, definitely,
I'm
they
like I said, I'm paying a lot of money for it, so I bloody hope it is good. But then, I'm still in the building phase, so I'm reinvesting everything into it to build the brand as much as I can. And doing these podcasts like this and getting it out there, like I said, I've been invited on multiple ones, but I really want to be aligned to the right people. Like you
yeah, I get
could, if I just went on every single one and there's some fucking knobhead out there that isn't actually respected. Say he's got like 100,000 views or 100,000 followers or something, but he's a twat.
yeah,
I don't. Yeah, it'd be great for the brand and it'll give me great exposure. But I've then done a podcast with a twat,
yeah.
so it's not aligning very well. I don't want to be
No,
associated
I
with that.
totally get you.
We're not going to sacrifice our values for getting
Yeah, no, and
bigger.
nor should you, nor should you. You the same with the army, your regiment, my regiment. You know, I was part of the air force. Obviously, we have our core values, and I think that sort of
Mm.
sticks with us anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
It's,
one of the ones that always stays with me, and I'm pretty sure it's what will be one of the army core values somewhere. Integrity, like
yeah,
you, and you don't. It's like I've said to my eldest before, because she's like, "Oh, are you going to become famous?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm not in it to become famous, and I'm
yeah.
not
Might
gonna,
absolutely might though.
and I'm not gonna sell myself out either." So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'll, it's like there's certain companies that inverted commas sponsor me. They don't. What one
Mm.
did, which was Kent CBD, they sponsored me like properly.
Hmm.
Um, HR4 K, they gave me a decent promo code that um, if used, I get a little percentage of it.
Yeah, like an affiliate thing. Yeah.
Yeah, which is fair enough.
Mhm.
But with HR4K, I like their product. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
and I'm from Hereford, so it that postcode isn't too far away from where I lived.
Yeah.
So I was like,
It
oh,
aligns, yeah.
spot on. And a lot of people are like, oh, you know, it's run by a sus bloke. You're not sus. I was like, well, why does that fucking matter?
This is goes back to people's fucking opinions. It's like, no, fuck off. It's not.
Yeah.
I
And
yeah. I'm worried. So I was talking to Evo's Media about we're doing a new shoot soon,
nice.
and we're talking about content, and I'm like, I don't really know. I'm not really good at the idea. I'm not really good at the content ideas of what to do. And he was saying, well, how do you want your brand to look? And I can't. Obviously, our aim is to sell to soldiers, but then sell to everyone basically. But
Yeah, yeah,
we have that military tint to it. So and so tactical footage at the moment is really popular, isn't it? It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
everywhere. So I kind of want that, but then I'm thinking, how do I relate that to
To shaving.
products in the content as well? Yeah, it's just I've already done a guy doing like his harbour drills and he's having a morning routine
Yeah,
shave.
yeah,
That got absolutely. I mean, it's a great video, but he got absolutely rinsed by all these old lads. Um, and I'm like, what? How can I mix this up? I don't. I'm struggling with how to because people are going to get sick of just looking at stills of products.
yeah,
And I'm trying to do a bit more behind the back. So I've got another idea actually. I've just bought a Digi mic and a Digi gimbal thingy,
yeah,
and I saw Jack from Rugby Buckets was going around when the rugby game was on, interviewing members of the public that were at the game, talking about
yeah, yeah.
like their favorite rugby player and they all recognised him from his rugby hacks. And I'm wondering if people would like if I went around the streets with the beard oils and the shampoos and conditioners, were like, right, tell me your honest opinion on the smell of this, or what do you think to the feel of this. And I wonder how that would actually go down
Yeah,
because it's kind of like user generated content that
yeah,
is
it's definitely
genuine
not
on
a
the
bad
street.
idea. Um, have you got many like barbers on side?
I'm in 5 barbershops and 2 hair salons. Another hair salon actually messaged me today, but the problem is I, c- I don't really because I'm giving it to them at trade price.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's not like the margins aren't great.
yeah. I get you.
So it's and we haven't obviously we've got stock, but if someone's buying say 50 of some things, but they're getting it at cost price, it's not. I'm now down 50 bits of product that I could have
Yeah, yeah.
sold for full price on my website.
No, no, I get
So
you.
it's can't really
It's
unless they're buying in
it's a
unless they're
tricky one,
buying
isn't
in
it?
massive unless they're buying in massive bulk, like a proper distribution center.
Mm,
I don't really know if I want to keep doing that.
yeah. There's
I
a
literally just had some.
we got what are they called? My missus uses them. Me. I want to say K and G, but that could be wrong. They, which is where she gets all her stuff from. Um,
Well, like
uh,
beauty stuff.
yeah. Um,
K&G, I've not even heard of that.
it's a hairdressing place in Kent. Um, yeah, I'll speak with your missus. She's in the trade. Um,
Yeah.
but
I've,
the thing with my missus, I'd probably be like, oh yeah, I'll get my missus to do some like, but she's a fantastic, and I'm not just blowing smoke up her ass. She's been doing it for nearly 20 years. She's a fantastic hairstylist, hairdresser. She's
mm,
pretty good at barbing. Don't get me wrong.
mhm.
Social media stuff, shocking, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm like,
Because she can't sell herself very well.
yeah. So I'm like, because she's brilliant. She's got a hell of a clientele that she's got, but she's got her page, and I'm like, you don't post enough on there. She's like,
Mm.
yeah, but I feel like a dickhead. It's like, well, you're not a dickhead. You're selling yourself. You're a product. You're selling yourself. You're self-employed.
She can set up a little tripod and just put on it on like a time lapse or something. So
Yeah. Well, I
it's
said
that
that.
quick.
Yeah, I said do that. She's done it a few times with some of her hairstyles that she's taken the photo at the end with the before and
Mm.
after, and it's like
Yeah, but all the
pretty
photos
good.
at the end are just the same thing. It's very similar, aren't they?
Yeah, and I was like,
People,
but the thing with my missus,
people
right? She's a very funny character as well. Like
mm.
if anyone's seen the videos of her when she jumps out, she does jump scares on me all the time and films it.
I
And
fucking I get into YouTube holes of jump scares for
Yeah, so
hours. I used to.
I'll send it to you after this, right? Because I've got one that's about 5 minutes long of just jumping out on
It's one
me.
of my it's one of my favorite. The fun thing that makes me laugh so much is people getting scared. I don't
Yeah.
know what it is. It absolutely crap. I've got videos on my phone actually of me terrorizing people around camera. I had a little fake spider in a box, and I was only about 24, and I was going up to people and opening it, and I was fucking howling and shake. And there's one guy, Sean Pritchard, who was one of the hardest people I ever met. He was like, "Fuck off!" Like, I was like a little girl running away. And I've
Yeah,
got a video of it. And I was like, it was so fucking funny. And
yeah.
I've got people that like, I said, "Are you scared of spiders?" They're like, "Nah, not really." And they're like, "Fucking look at the
You're like,
size
what
of
about
that!" And
this?
it's just this little
Hey!
plaything.
Nah, that's class. That.
And it does absolutely crap me up. Yeah, but I get told I'm not allowed to scare on this, so I get told off.
But yeah, I'm like, but I say to her all the time, I'm like, you could, if you put your personality onto your page, whether you could do
People
like
buy
you could do
shit.
one of those jokey skit things, like, oh, what a day in the life of a hairdresser, and it's like
Hmm.
saying the same story over and over again. Oh, you're going on holiday today? I'm like, you could create those, and you'd be really good at it.
Yeah, that's a
Like,
good one.
but
Mhm.
she's like, I'm not like you. I don't really like being in front of the camera. It's like, I don't
Mm.
really like being in front of the camera. I'm a handsome guy. It's just natural. Um, but I'm like,
Absolute stud. You've got to give the people what they want.
she's got to sell herself. But we're in a small little town, you could say. So
Mm.
she's doing all right. She's like, I don't need to be going viral or anything like that.
Yeah,
No,
I'm gonna start doing more now. I'm getting this gimbal thing. I'm gonna start doing more personal, behind the scenes sort of stuff. I did do a video a couple of probably just before Christmas, and it was the most robotic thing. It's the first time I've ever posted like myself recording like this, and I
oh
tried
yeah,
using CapCut, making it a bit more fancy, putting subtitles in it and a few
CapCut's quite
transitions and stuff.
CapCut's quite good
Cap,
to use.
yeah,
I,
CapCut is
that's what I
good.
used to make my epic trailers.
That trailer was sick. I actually loved that one. It felt like I was in a fucking movie. I was like, oh, this is class.
Mate, the fucking
You
lads.
made
So
me look way better than I
the
actually
lads.
am.
I do a lot for the promotion of the football.
Yeah.
I'll create trailers for the game, and it makes it look like we're some sort of super team, and we haven't won a game yet. Um, but it's fucking brilliant.
Just
I enjoy making it, but the lads are like, Tommo, you've just made another epic video. You just like you stop
so
making
you
these
see the
epic ones. Like,
score at the
oh,
end.
I like it, and it's easy. It's not like
They're templates, aren't they? So it pretty much
yeah.
does it for you.
And I made some jokey ones as well, where it's got like famous quotes. Like there's a picture of the two of the lads coming off the pitch, and it looks like they're pouting as they're coming off.
Mm.
And so I just
Yeah.
stuck the Zoolander fucking quote on
Oh
there.
yeah, yeah.
It's Magnum or whatever it is. Fucking blue
Blue
steel.
Steel.
That's the one.
Blue Steel. Yeah.
Yeah,
I enjoyed at the start. So like I said, brand new to social media when I started, and I came across CapCut and started learning about using all the templates and stuff. And I was putting videos out, and people were like, "Mate, that's so good. How have you just learned all this?" And I'm like, "It's a template. Literally, you can do this right now." Because I said, "Give me your phone. Give me
yeah. Give me
like
a
five
phone.
different pictures. Template done."
Give me some photos that are decent, and it
The power of AI and
yeah.
cheat codes nowadays.
Oh, the
Anyone
most
can do
annoying thing
anything.
in the world, though, is when you don't notice that it's one of the paid ones, or it says like, or it's got standard underneath it, right?
Oh, I pay. To be
Paid
fair, I pay for Pro.
you fucking sweat, right?
I
I,
don't have that
I
problem.
I
I have
made
to. I have to though, because I've got.
one of the best trailers I've ever made for. I can't remember if it's for the podcast or the football, but it was fucking brilliant. I was like, that is incredible.
Yeah,
And I went to fucking export, and it just went,
same. Yeah,
you
yeah.
need to pay. It's
Did
what
it?
$2.99 a month or whatever. I'm like, well, I'm not paying that.
Did it? It actually cheeky bastard. It actually made you make
Yeah,
the
so
whole
you
thing before
get
it
through
told you
it,
at
you
the
can
end.
watch it, and the other annoying thing is they're very clever. I'll give them that. You can't screen record, so you can't go on your iPhone and press screen record. It will come up. This
Mhm.
function is unavailable on this app, and
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
like, fucking motherfucker.
I've tried screenshotting something recently, and it wouldn't let me do that either.
Was it
Can't remember what
OnlyFans?
it was. I've got a missus. I couldn't do that. She is going to watch this.
It was a joke.
Definitely not
It was a
OnlyFans.
joke.
What was it? No, I can't remember. It was only a couple of days ago as well. I remember screenshotting and I was like, fuck's sake. Because it came up when I went to go onto my camera, it came up like a white thing saying you can't screenshot it. I was like, fuck's sake.
Motherfuckers.
No. Because I've only just recently learned. So I think you downloaded those videos off my Instagram, didn't you?
Yeah, I stole them.
So I've only recently realised that was a thing. Didn't even
Yeah.
know you could do that.
No, you can turn that
But
off.
you can only do it on business profiles. You can't do it on personal.
Ah.
So it's because mine is an open business profile. You can do
Yeah,
it.
yeah. You
I don't
can.
mind
I
getting.
think
I don't mind.
you can still turn it off though, can't you? So if you've made a
I
video,
could.
you can go, I don't want anyone having that. It's my video.
Yeah. I could. Yeah, but
Yeah,
but it
yeah,
comes up even if you download it. Though it comes up with the little Instagram Combat Clipper
yeah. It
thingy,
does.
doesn't it? And your
It'll have your logos all over
the,
it.
the watermark. The watermark. Yeah, you can't actually get rid of that. But I only realised all that recently. There's loads of little things that I love. All these little new things that come out. I'm like, I actually follow the guy who runs Instagram because he comes out with so many good tips.
Mm.
It's really good for social media.
I
Love.
I once went and asked for. I had a bloke pop up on I think it was TikTok, and he was like, if you need any advice on how to grow audience for your
Mm.
podcast,
Yeah.
send me a message. So I was like, well, I've gone in. Why not? So I was like, here's my podcast, blah, blah, blah. Any tips? And he just came back with, he went, I don't really know what Granite Zero is. So I was like, well, that's a bit fucking harsh. I don't know what your fucking name is. I just got the ump straight away. I was like, I'm not fucking listening to this prick. I
Get off my show.
was like, I sort of get where you're coming from. Not everyone's going to Google search Granite Zero. They'll be like, what the fuck is that?
Mm.
But
Mm.
the the brilliant use of like hashtags, and if you tag certain people in and they share
Mhm.
it, then obviously the right people that you want in your demographic will see it. I was like,
Yeah. Apparently, though, apparently hashtags are out.
oh, will
They
they?
don't make a difference anymore.
They make a difference anymore.
Hashtags are out. Yeah, it doesn't. So I've been learning a lot about the algorithm recently, and
Yeah,
it's more about time watched on reels, share. So likes aren't really a thing anymore.
yeah.
They don't care how many
You got
likes you
that. You
got.
got
They
to
don't
get
tell
that
you
shit
about your
shared.
hashtags. Yeah, so it's got to be time watched and yeah, people sharing it. And so if you look, so I don't know if you get it on personal accounts, but is yours business account? Your
I think
Instagram.
so. I think it is. Yeah, I think so. I don't think it's personal
So
though.
on the you get the professional tools you can see at the top. It
Yeah.
gives you all the insights and stuff. What I've recently learned is so if you go down to your new followers, it will show you on a graph where they tend to interact with your profile most of the time. So mine's like 6 o'clock. So it says do your post at 5:30 because it will start gaining traction. People liking it, might do a few shares, and then when it hits 6 o'clock, when most people are viewing, it will automatically go to the front of their pages.
Wow. Well,
Mm.
fucking hell.
So I like all these
Every,
little tricks that I keep learning.
every day's a
Yes,
fucking school day. I'm gonna have
and
a look at
if you consistently post at the same time every day, that will help boost the algorithm to then go to their same because it
that.
knows it's expecting it. But if you're doing it random and sporadic, it's a bit like it can't keep up with what's going on. So if you stay consistent, same time every day, half an hour before your most active people are viewing, you should do really well that way.
Wow.
Apparently so. I'm trying to crack the Da Vinci code. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Fucking
I'm a
nuts.
sad. I have to learn all these stuff because it's anything I can do to boost the business.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Because I'm wearing like fucking 50 different hats at the moment. It's actually such a stress. That's all the
You know
sales, all
what?
the parkers. I'm a fucking postman. I'm a social media fucking expert.
I
I'm a
almost thought you meant you were actually wearing several different hats,
no, no.
as in to promote different shit.
Metaphorically, I'm wearing so many.
Your metaphorical hats.
Yeah,
Careful saying that. There might be
it's
powers
stress,
about.
man. That's what Paris.
There might be powers about. Who said
There'll
hat?
definitely be Paris watching this.
How dare you say
I know.
hat?
Yeah. What?
Shut your fucking.
You see him just poking out like what? What? Fuck you, there. You want some? I'll give it you. I ain't heard that for a while actually.
You got no friends.
I used to say that quite a lot to be honest. Not fully. Like, I wouldn't not do anything, but
Nah, it's got to be
it's like that.
stressful.
That was one of the things I used to say. Another one was, oh, why are you coming fast? A guy gets smacked by
Oh yeah,
the
yeah,
car. That one I used to say that all the
yeah.
time.
You
It
coming
used to
fast?
just, it used to just live in my head rent free.
Yes. A lot of times like
Oh, you hit my head. I
that. My
love those
one,
little
and
tips.
it started with my brother-in-law. He used to say it all the time, and then it got sort of stuck in my head. And it was the Harvey Price, what a day. Oh, what a day. That was just
What a
in my
day.
fucking head. As soon as then, apart from how you doing? Yeah, living the dream. That was always in my head. But it's
Living the dream,
that
isn't it?
is what a day was.
I I actually went through a phase of being. I don't know why. I just used to go. I walk into a room and be like, "Hola." I just, not even. It would
Oh,
just. I
that's
don't know where it came from, but I just yeah. I'm like, I don't know. It would just slip out. It's not even intentionally. I'm going to say it. I'll just walk in and say it, and it was going on for months. And I was like, where the fuck has this Spanish come from? That is Spanish, isn't it? Yeah. I was like, where does this Spanish come from?
could be.
I just double checked, and I'm like, shit. That would have been embarrassing.
Yeah,
That would have been super embarrassing.
but to be fair, mate, genuinely, it's got to be stressful running because obviously you're doing your normal job as well, and then you've got
I've got
this business on the side, on the side, on the top, whatever you want to say. You're
yeah, family
getting
owned
the
day
product
job.
sorted, getting the advertising sorted, getting the products packed and ready, sending them off, making sure they're shipped on time, so you don't get
Mm-hmm.
fucking pricks going. Where the fuck's my
Customer.
order?
I know. To be fair, I've never actually had a bad customer review yet. Out of the
I think I
thousands of
gave you.
products, huh?
Pretty sure I gave you a review. I can't remember that.
Not a bad one.
No,
That's what I'm saying. I've not had any bad ones yet.
not yet.
Thank God.
I haven't decided.
Not yet. No. I've sold. Well, do you know what is annoying though? I've sold like well over 1,000 products now, and I've only got 100 and something reviews. And I'm like, fuck's sake!
Yeah,
People are so lazy with reviews, but they
yeah,
really help.
yeah.
And I'm to be
It's
honest, I'm the same as well. When I get it, when you get the email, you're like, oh, for fuck's sake, delete.
it's no, I get that because it's the same with podcasts and things like that as well. Like, I've got a few. I think I've only got like nine
Hmm.
reviews in total, and they're all pretty good.
Where do they review it on?
You can. I've got reviews on Apple and Spotify. I think. I
I didn't
don't
even
know.
know you could review on that. Well, so it's not so it's separate to a comment. It's an actual review on the thing.
Yeah, pretty sure. Let me have a fucking little look here.
I thought, yeah, I would have thought it would just been like comments, like on YouTube.
It might be.
Admittedly, I was looking at the comments on the other Force TV one earlier,
Uh,
waiting for
oh
some
no,
bad one.
you get stars.
Oh, okay.
You can star it like a review. It's not a written one.
Oh, so there's no write up, yeah.
But on Spotify, I've got nine. They're all five
Hmm.
stars. Mind, happy with that.
I'll
But
give you
for
one after.
some
I'll give
reason,
you one straight after this.
I don't know how to change this. I thought I did change it, but it's still down as the same. I'm down as technology. I don't think I talk about technology at all, really.
What? That's your name for the pod?
So I've got Granite Zero is my
Yeah, yeah,
podcast title. Granite Zero
yeah,
podcast is the little subheading. 5 stars, brackets 9, and then
yeah.
the what it comes under is technology. So
Oh, is that like the category?
yeah,
You need to put
I
it.
would
Yeah,
never put it down as technology ever.
that'll be the category. It's probably what it might not. That might be holding its reach back. Yeah, you need to change that to what would it be? I don't
I
even
don't
know
know.
what it come under.
Fucking
Yeah, look at the categories. Oh, go just
Super
ask
Alley.
ChatGPT
I don't
what
think Super Alley is a thing, but it should be.
Super Alley. You'd be in a category of your own.
Yeah.
Like top
Well,
tier.
we are. We are.
Fucking right, you are.
Yeah.
I'll put a review on after this. But yeah, it's fucking annoying when I've got all this. It makes it look like you haven't, or you're not as credible as you actually are. I'm like, oh fuck's sake. But then I feel bad. Like we offer a discount code if people do give a review, but I feel I'll never. I don't like asking people to do it 'cause it's like you should want to do it if you feel like,
Please leave me a
yeah,
review.
please, yeah, please. No, I'm not.
Please.
With
No, I get you. It's like,
it is quite frustrating because if all those thousands of people had made reviews, it's like fucking hell, it would look a lot more better, like credible than it looks like we sold 100 items.
yeah,
And we
yeah,
actually
no,
haven't. We've
I
got
get you.
so many people that have ordered stuff, and I've had no complaints ever. In fact, no. Oh, do you know what happened? This fucking did my head in yesterday.
Ooh, fighting
Day
talk.
before. Oh, mate, I missed yesterday. Some fucking prick opened. So I sent a parcel to someone, and they bought. We had a little deal going anyway. So I sent him a parcel with loads of products in it. He sent me a photo of the parcel that arrived. Someone's cut it open with a knife, took the product, and then the postman has fucking put it through the postbox. He's got it on his Ring camera.
Motherfucker.
But it has to be someone at Royal Mail because I pay for Royal Mail next day delivery, 24-hour tracked. It leaves the post office with a Royal Mail guy,
Yeah.
goes to the Royal Mail sorting centre, then goes to the postman to the house. It's not like Every or
Mm.
fucking Amazon that they hire any twat that can drive to the fucking
Helicopter
house.
carrier, yeah.
This is literally Royal Mail. It's some twat at Royal Mail. I was fucking fuming. So I then had to send more products out because I had to reimburse the guy. I was like,
Fucking Royal
fuck's
Mail.
sake. And then I tried looking at their claim site. Yes, I can't remember, this was I think it was yesterday. Yeah. Yeah, I was looking at their fucking claim site. And there's so many different forms and stuff you've got to fill out. I'm like, I ain't got the fucking time to do this. I might as well just lose the money and make it so
I
difficult to
think that's
fucking
what they
make a
do.
claim.
That's why they do those massive claim forms, isn't it? So that you get to the point where you're like, I ain't got time for
I was
this.
like, yeah. I was like, oh fuck it, I'll just take the loss. It
Yeah,
really, really frustrated me.
that is fucking shit.
I thought, how could someone actually think that's acceptable to just
I
steal
don't
something?
get it. I don't get it with the
I hate thieves.
Every
I,
drivers and things like that.
I
There's so much
really hate thieves.
recently that I can't stand it. It's like someone is paid for that.
Yeah, I don't use Every anymore. I used to use Every at the start because it was cheap, like a lot cheaper.
Yeah, I bet it is.
It was, um, and they guaranteed they did 24 hours tracking, and most of the time it turned up. But I must have had about 10 parcels go missing because they'd either just fucking launch it at your door or just leave it there, knock. No one's actually home. Someone else comes steal it.
Yeah,
I think it was over 10 parcels that hadn't turned up. So I then had to send another product. I was like, fuck this. I'm going to pay a little bit extra more for the guarantee that Royal Mail would do it. And
put
until
the
yesterday, I
crown on it.
never had an issue. Never had an issue. They turned up every single time next day, as long as I got it there before 5:30. Until this
That's
one guy stole anything, I was gutted.
so. Here's a
I'd
question:
actually, well,
what got you started with doing the barber products, as it were, the stuff that you're doing now? What sort of got
so
you into that niche
the
market?
policy change, the policy changing. So
Is that what it was?
the beard policy only changed. Yeah, the beard policy only changed in April, and it was a random conversation with a mate in the scoff house.
And you
He
thought,
was so he's.
what we need to do
I
now?
can't say.
We're going to
Yeah,
get some beard stuff.
yeah.
Fair play.
Oh, oh, that's the conversation. No, no, no. I thought you were actually asking me then. No, he said. I said he's got a very successful business himself. He's just got out of the army because it was doing that well.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and I was talking to him about it in the scoff house. I was like, oh, I'm so jealous of what you're doing. I really want to do something. And he was like, why don't you do something with the beards? And I was looking around, and every twat's got a beard now. I was like, that's it. That's what I want to do. But I've had one for so long because I had a God biffed yet that I'd already knew what was good. I already knew it was good. I knew what smells I liked, and I spent all this money on stuff. So I then looked at Manscaped and Beard Struggle and all these other big
Yeah, yeah.
successful brands, and I was like, I know I can get this stuff cheaper and be able to sell to squatty. So doing this business, I've rapidly learned at the start a lot of these manufacturers and suppliers supply to a lot of the same places.
Yeah.
So a lot of the product is actually the same. It's just the branding that you put on that
Yeah,
product.
there's
So
a
if you go in your shower
different
now,
label.
you go in your shower now, and you look at the so it might just be us, but we've got loads of shampoo, different styles of shampoo bottles and conditioners in my shower tray. Look on the bottle; they're all made in the same place, but the label's different. So all you're paying for is that label.
Yeah.
And I've actually got the exact same razor that Manscaped sells. They sell it for £40, 39.99. I sell it for 24.99 because I want it to be affordable to squaddies, as well as being able to do all the others like donate to charity as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was sick of these big brands because they've got such a good big marketing budget, ripping people off and charging all this thing, but people didn't know any different. And I learned through research that I can match their product. I know it's the same because it's in the same supplier,
Yeah. Yeah.
but I can charge. I'm not going to rip people off. I'm going to charge cheaper,
Love
and
it.
it's working.
Yeah. Well,
It is
definitely.
working. What is funny is I keep calling them out on Instagram.
Yes. Just keep doing it.
I keep I keep tagging them out and doing like slight snidey little memes.
Got a lot of time for that.
So
A lot of time for a meme.
yeah, so I went through a little phase of doing that. So I was posting products, and then I started doing all these random. So it started off with the standard uh, when when the DS you're on exercise and the DSS shouts gas 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 makes you have to shave it all off,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and that went massive. Like, people loved that one. And then I started doing more and more, and people that they were actually getting more traction than any of my just normal static things. So I was like, fuck it. I don't think it's a fine line. You've got to be really careful on these sort of memes because you say slightly the wrong thing. I didn't want to come across as like an idiot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like some of the account, like Fill Your Boots or some of the other accounts can get away with it, can be like right to the line. I had to be quite careful because I
Yeah.
like even like I remember when when Donald Trump got shot in the air.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did a, I did a post about it saying, and it was him with his hand in the air. And I was like saying the feeling you get when you receive your Combat Clipper products. And then someone said to me, "You need to be careful with that because it looks so." When it comes to political views,
It looks like
people
you're
will be
far
put
right.
off.
Yeah. Yeah.
People will be put off buying from you because you're supporting that, and they want to support that. And I was like, I don't support anyone. I'm like so
Yeah.
neutral. It was just a funny. It was an
Yeah. It's
incident
a
that was
funny
really
meme,
hot.
isn't it?
It was a
And
really hot incident that was hot in the news at the time, and I thought
the funny thing
relate
about
that to
that is sort of your demographic. If you're looking at squaddies and whatnot, most squaddies I know fucking love Trump.
yeah, exactly, yeah. I
But
do,
no,
yeah,
I totally get where they're coming from with that. Definitely.
yeah.
And
I'm not. I'm like the least political person ever. Like when I've been asked by civic mates and stuff, like, "Oh, do you think it was the right? Sorry, do you think it was the right reason? You were an Afghan? Do you, like, do you think there was a purpose to it?" And I'm like, I actually don't care why we're there. That was my job, and I went for my job.
yeah,
I got paid. It wasn't like some people are really patriotic and doing it for Queen and country. Well, when it was, that wasn't my reason at all. My reason was I did shit in school. I knew I'd be good at a physical job, and I'm
yeah,
going to get paid for it.
yeah.
And I've
Mine
done
was
fuck done really well.
mine was my granddad was in the Air Force. My dad was in the Air Force. I want to join the Air Force. Basically, that's what mine was.
Yeah, yeah.
I've always don't get me wrong.
I'm there.
I've always been a patriot. I love my country.
Yeah.
I love being English, but I always put myself as British because my mum's Welsh and my granddad was Northern Irish. So I've always said
My,
I'm British. Um,
yeah. So I always say mixed race because my dad's from Sri Lanka. So
oh,
born and raised in Sri Lanka till he was 23. Yeah.
nice.
Came over here when the civil war was kicking off over there, and like the Tamil Tigers were
Yeah,
harassing everyone. So my nan actually, so all his families was over there. And my nan used to work for the um, local news reporters,
yeah.
and the Tamil Tigers had got onto the news thing and were like, "Put our propaganda on the news. We're going to kill everyone in the villages." And she was
What
like,
you want?
"Get my family out of here."
Yeah. Let's get
So
the
he
fuck
came,
out of here.
yeah, he came across the UK.
Oh, fucking there we go. There's a
Um,
story for you.
yeah, he came across the UK, and then but he was super strict, man. He's actually just shown me now, right?
Yeah,
He's that. because he's from like these really strong. I can't remember if it's Roman Catholic or Christian beliefs, but he was super strict. That so I used to. I've got a 5-year-old son. I've got a son that lives with me now with
Yeah.
Lauren, and my partner. But I was in a previous relationship, and 5 years ago, and someone I slept with fell pregnant the first time I slept with her, and she was told she couldn't have kids. Yeah, she was
Oh,
told she couldn't
fucking
have
hell.
kids.
Fair play.
So we kept
Proper
it and
super
tried like
sperm. That sperm's on steroids, mate.
yeah. So we kept it, and then COVID happened, and we were like, oh, and we were trying to kind of snap together. Anyway, oh yeah. So when I got deployed to Mali for 7 months, and when I was there, a couple of months in, she texted me saying, "You seem different," and I was like, "So when I'm in work mode, I'm in work mode.
Yeah.
Nothing really bothers me. Nothing bothers me at home. I can just switch off, and I get quite like emotionally detached."
Yeah.
And she was like, "Yeah, you're definitely off." And I was like, "Do you know what? I'll be totally honest with you. I don't know what it is because I'm in work mode, but I've got no feelings for you or my son while I'm here." And she was
Jeez.
like, "What?" I was like, "I said the feelings will come back when I come home, probably."
Oh,
She was like, "Well,
probably.
I'm not waiting." She was like, "Well, I'm not waiting around for the chance you get the feelings back. I'm going back to Liverpool." And I was like, "Oh, fine." So she fucked off back to Liverpool, yeah, and then yeah, we split up. But because I split up with her, I told my mum and dad about it, and my dad, because he feels like I turned my back on my son, which I didn't, because I still see him now. He's like coming
Yeah.
around this weekend. I have to go pick him up from Liverpool, drive back here. And I have him for the weekend.
Don't shit
But
yourself.
yeah, I know, yeah. But not even pressure on me. I probably will. Yeah, my fucking dad disowned me and just wouldn't talk to me
Jeez.
ever again. This was like 3 years ago. My sister, maybe 4 years ago, but my sister's wedding was 2, 3 years ago. I can't remember. He was there, didn't say one word to me at my own
Wow.
sister's wedding. Yeah, this is how weird he is. He's a fucking psycho.
I mean,
And
for on your point of view, I can totally get where you're coming from with the disconnect. And
mm,
as a veteran of Afghanistan and Iraq, when I was with my missus, yeah, I'd phone her as much as I could while I was out there. But
mm,
I always told her I don't want to know any bad news,
mm,
any like super good news really. Just it's nice to get a bit of contact from you time to time just to keep me topped up, you could say. But I would have that disconnect as well because I always had it in my head. If I'm distracted with stuff from
mhm.
home, I can't focus on the job that I'm doing.
Yeah,
And as much as people will banter, and they have bantered me for years and years and years, being the RAF Reg, yes, we did go outside the wire. Yes, we did do dangerous stuff, right?
no
And
comment.
yeah, I don't need distractions from home when I'm out on the ground doing op Barmer, for example, thinking, oh, fucking hell, I've got this going on at home. Beep, beep,
Mm.
beep, beep, beep. Oh, what's
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
boom.
yeah.
And I said that to her. In fact, I even said it to my fucking therapist when I eventually did some therapy for a bit,
Mm,
which I did therapy for a bit and then went, oh, I'm cured. I wasn't.
mm.
But anyway, um, but
She
yeah,
told me I should. My ex told me I need to go get checked out because my head's not right, and I was like, "I'm absolutely fine." I said, "I know I haven't got an issue.
yeah,
I no, I know I haven't got an issue, but it's even as something as small as if I'm away for a weekend, I just don't have that. I
yeah,
don't
you
miss
got,
people. I don't. I just don't miss. I don't know what it is.
yeah,
I just don't. I can be away
I,
from people and it's
I
fine.
totally get where you're coming from with that, definitely.
But then
And
when I come back, it's like we were never apart. It was like, it's
yeah,
amazing. I'm
the,
really
the,
excited to see
the,
it.
thi-
But
the thing with me was, which is one of the reasons, was the main reason why I left the regiment in the first place. Um, was because I was getting to that point where my missus would take my eldest and her back to Kent for I can't remember how many, it was about half of the week you could say, and then
mm,
the other half they were at home with me. Um, and when they went, I was like, all right, you've gone. Like, cool.
mm,
Or I'd get deployed on exercise for 3 weeks or 2 weeks or whatever, and I'll be
Yeah.
like, right, I'm away now. So,
Mhm.
and I was getting to the point where I was getting too disconnected, and I was like, I don't want that because that's my
Yeah, yeah,
eldest.
yeah, yeah.
Um, and I've always said if I was a single guy or if me and the missus split up, I'd probably still be in now. I probably would still be an SAC, absolutely zero rank, but because I was a gobshite. But yeah, I was always going to be a lifer. But getting married and having my firstborn, um, yeah, that changed a lot. But,
Yeah,
but before I met my missus, I had a scare, you could say, where a
mm.
a chick told me that she had my kid, and I went and visited and got close, and then found out it wasn't mine. And at that point,
You're
I had
joking.
yeah, genuinely, Jen. So
No way.
we had a thing before I joined basic training. I then joined up. I had no zero contact until I finished training. Then I had a, a phone call. Oh, how are you doing? I was like, yeah, all right. Oh, by the way, I'm pregnant. I was like, oh, that's nice. It's yours. I was like, is it?
Wait a minute. She had this at the end. She told you at the end of training,
End of my training, yeah.
but you were seeing her at the start of your training.
Well, before my training, yeah.
How did she just get pregnant? Oh, were
Fuck
you
no.
seeing her for the whole time?
No, but just before I joined up, it was literally just before I joined up, and then so she was pregnant, obviously while I was in training. I was going on to field gunners,
Oh, I see what you
and
mean.
she
So
was and she
okay,
was
yeah.
she was heavily pregnant then.
Got it. She took okay. Not she's. I thought you were saying you saw her at
No,
the
no,
start
no,
of
no.
training, and then at the end
I'm
of the
not.
training,
I'm
she
not
just
that
suddenly goes,
stupid. I would have gone.
I'm pregnant."
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
this
Oh,
doesn't
you
make this
well
doesn't
done.
make sense. What
Congratulations.
the?
Yeah. So I went down and met her, and she was all pregnant and that, and then she had the bambino. I literally got the train down like the next day. Spent like the weekend. I think in fact we're on leave,
Hmm.
so I spent like the whole week there. Got to know the little baby, changing nappies and all that. And I was like, I gotta go back to camp now. And I was like, but we definitely need to do a paternity test because obviously I've been at basic training. As
Hmm.
I don't think it could be mine, but it probably isn't. I remember getting the phone call, and I was fucking heartless, by the way, at this
How did
point.
you do the test? What did you do?
It
Was
was
it a
swabs.
swab?
Yeah, swabs. And I remember she phoned me up, and I was gonna stay at camp that weekend and then go and visit maybe the next weekend, as it were.
Hmm.
And I remember her phoning me up and saying, "Oh, I've got the test here." And I was like, "Okay, cool." She opened it up and she went, "It's not yours." I was like, "Oh." I was. Don't get me wrong. I was a bit gutted because I spent time with the baby. I thought she was mine.
Hmm.
Wasn't mine. And then she went, "Do you want to still be with me?" I just went, "Absolutely not.
Fuck me.
You just fucking hit me for six saying it's mine, and then it's
That's
not
like
mine. I've
that's
just
like
fucking
Jeremy. That's like Jeremy Giles done.
yeah." It was definitely Jeremy Cole. I remember just going, "Absolutely not." But he went, "Are you still going to be with me?" I was like, "Well, I wasn't really with you in the first place, so definitely not." Yeah,
Imagine if she started asking you to pay child maintenance.
I know. Fucking hell,
Cheeky bitch.
cheeky bitch. But
That's
yeah,
fuck. Mine's well expensive. My child maintenance.
oh, I bet it is. Living the dream, you mate.
It's so annoying because he's definitely not. I say it's annoying. That sounds bad, but
I get
he's
what you
not.
say.
He's definitely not. He's not. She's not spending as much as I'm having to give on what it takes for a
What he
month.
needs. Yeah,
Mm. It's out of my hands. It's whatever the child maintenance say I have to pay it. So it's not.
you got to do as you're told, I suppose. There
It's
are some there.
not that I wouldn't pay it, but
No, but there
it's
are some fucking dickhead dads, inverted commas, out there that
yeah. We had oh, we had over the years where I hope she'll never sees this, but I don't think she will because we don't follow each other on anything anyway. But we, we had arguments for years about me bringing them back from Liverpool. So she would never let me take them out of Liverpool. It was always I have to travel 3 hours there. I'd have him for a few hours in the day, and I have to travel back the same day. And if I wanted to see him twice in a weekend, I'd
You'd
have
have
to
to
see
stay
him a
over.
day, get a hotel in that night on a Saturday night in Liverpool, which is super expensive, and then see him the next
And a
day for a few
shithole.
hours.
Fuck Liverpool.
Yeah. Um, and yeah, so I was paying the child maintenance, which was a lot. Then I was paying for fuel there to get to Liverpool and back, and a hotel on the night. And if it was winter, you can't be doing stuff out in the park for free. You have to go to
Nah,
soft play, or you have to go to the cinema, or you have to do things. And I was like, I am spending over £1,000 to see my son a month. I was like, this is I can't afford this. This is nuts.
that is
But
mental.
they don't see that, and then they still
No,
have
they
to.
don't. Um,
And I tried. I noted all this down. I said it because when the review came around for the child maintenance, I was like, look, I sent all my receipts and everything. I was like, I'm paying all this, and they still rejected it.
yeah, it's actually quite sad how it can be quite one sided towards the mother. I know, obviously, kids need their mother,
Yeah,
but it's like you the
it is
dad doesn't
absolutely, yeah, it
the
is
dad
favourite.
doesn't need to be like fucking financially ripped to shreds for.
There was a video
But
I saw
especially if you're
of.
showing that you're making the effort to go and see him and taking him out to do all the stuff that you want to do as a dad, apart from
Mm.
taking him to Anfield because it's a shithole and fuck Liverpool. Um, um, you're showing that you want to be in the kid's life. So
There was an interesting video I saw about this guy was going around the public and asking women and men, uh, do you think it's acceptable for women to have the choice to keep it or get rid of it, but men don't have the choice for paying for it or not paying for it? They get so by law
yeah, yeah,
through child maintenance, a man has to pay for the baby, but a woman has the choice whether to keep it or get rid of it. He doesn't get that choice because it's down to the woman.
yeah, yeah. No, no womb, no
And
opinion.
yes, literally, yeah. Um, it's a very, very controversial topic, but it's it's very favoured towards the women. They'll get the money,
Oh, of course.
even if he doesn't want it. She's forcing him to have it. He then has to pay for it. It's very, very.
Yeah,
That's that way.
very sticky subject that.
It is. I don't like getting involved
No,
with
we'll
controversial stuff like
we'll slopey shoulder our way one out of
that.
that. Do you? So have you got any any new sort of products
Yes,
lined?
I literally yesterday.
Ooh,
I'm about 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks away from launching this, but I've now got uh, hair mousse,
ooh,
cologne. So I hadn't done the mousse before. Hair mousse, an aftershave cologne, two different
oh,
smells, which are banging. I've been waiting for these, and shampoo, not shampoos, and shower gels.
oh, nice.
Oh, the shower gels like shea butter. It's so good.
I'm gonna be
Two
getting.
different,
I'm definitely
two
gonna be
different,
getting myself some of that shit.
two different flavors of shower gel. Yeah. So I had these 5 samples. So I told them what ingredients I wanted, and they created them and sent me all these samples. And I was taking it all around. So the lads in the gym, I was like, right, these are numbers 1 to 5. Just tell me what your favorites. And I did like a tally. I was going around seeing, and I was saying, right, I was literally telling whatever their favorite was. And there was these two that come up, and it was like 3 and 5. So I was like, right, because I couldn't. If I'd have got 5 different items, like people were
Yeah, yeah,
liking some of the 5, but these were definitely the big hitters. And I didn't want a massive range. Excuse me. I didn't want a massive range. I was sticking with the two. I thought about sticking to the one, but the two were so high tallied together. I was like, oh
yeah.
fuck it, I'll just get both. So yeah, I think they'll do really well. But
Sounds like it, mate. Generally, it sounds like
they've been
they're.
a long time coming. And then the new clothing range is coming out as well.
Oh shit on it, man of
Yes,
many talents.
that, that got that got confirmed last week. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
wearing that. So this is the one of the ones that this is one of the ones that's not. I don't think so. I think this is the first time it's ever been seen
that
on
is.
anywhere online.
I like that
It's,
jumper. Do you know what I like about
it's
it?
one I wear to the.
Minimalist
It's one I
on the
wear to the
front,
thing. It's not the thing I like.
like that.
But I don't. The quality is not as good as I want. So
Oh.
I tried this supply. It's a bit thin. I want it a little bit better quality. But it's one I just wear because I bought it for sample and I wear it to the gym and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I
but
had a
now,
couple of people ask me the other day. So I had one that asked me if the football team, my football team, if
mm,
the shirts go on sale, and I was like, oh no, because I have to buy them for the team.
yeah, yeah,
So basically, I use a guy. I'll give him a shout out, Kit Lord, and
yeah,
I give him all the images. He creates me
mm,
kits, and then I'll
mm,
pick which one I like, and then the lads will
yeah,
pay 30 quid and they get a full kit. That's then
yeah,
their present for playing in the game. I say present, they've
yeah.
already paid for it, but they get to keep it. And I never thought about going, does anybody want any of these? And then I'll knock up the price slightly so the kit gets paid for, and then the profit then goes to Rock to Recovery, who our team supports. I never thought about doing anything like that because I didn't think anyone would go, I want to buy that shirt because
You'd be surprised.
yeah, but exactly. I'd be
But
surprised.
they're doing it to support you and support your brand and you what
Yeah,
you've
exactly. I never
achieved.
thought about it. And to be fair, the kits I'll grab one in a second. I've got one over here. Um, they are good. Although the new
Mm,
one, I did call him out on it because clearly he gets a template from whoever he makes the kit from,
mm.
and then they all stitch on the make of the kit. And he's obviously seen something that is one brand and have put the wrong make on it. I'll show you. I'll go and grab one.
What?
Yeah. So it's quite difficult to notice. Let me grab it. So it could be an exclusive, but I have already put it out there on the socials. So this is the new FC Granite Zero football shirt. Quite nice.
Ali. Yeah, it is nice,
Quite
yeah.
nice. Right. As you can see, Nike mate.
Nike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not though. It's Adidas. So he got given the template, and it doesn't show the shoulders, so it shows it like that. So he's assumed
Oh god.
it's a Nike kit. So he's got them all made up with the Nike tick and whatnot. It's then arrived, and I was like, but it's got Adidas three stripes on the shoulder. He's like, oh shit. So
Surely
then
he
he,
saw the three stripes before he did the night.
so if he had seen the three stripes, that would have been an Adidas logo on the kit. So
Oh,
basically, what he
so
does is
have you got them all redone
he
now?
sends the design off to the printers. They stitch on uh, the team logo and the badge, and then they print the rest.
Oh
Um,
no.
but yeah, still good though.
Oh, so the night thing's printed on there.
It's stitched.
Oh, it's stitched, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a good
Oh,
shirt though.
that's
I
so
like
good.
it. My
Oh,
favorite
they're
one.
actually
My
they're
favorite
named
one
as well.
was the green one. The green one was brilliant. It was like green and
Yeah,
gold.
yeah, yeah.
But every year he gets a new set of templates, and then the old ones obviously disappear.
So are
So
they keeping that one with the Nike and Adidas on it, or they had to get new ones?
no, they kept them.
That's kept one, yeah.
Yeah, well, nobody noticed. I put it out to the
I was,
group, and nobody noticed. It wasn't
yeah, I
until
don't.
I went look at the shoulders and look at the tick, and they were like, "Oh, fucking hell!" But
Yeah, fair one. Yeah, I think
it's yeah,
it's quite subtle. It's quite subtle, isn't it? Yeah.
yeah, it's not
It's not like you've got the actual Adidas badge there and the Nike badge there, and
yeah,
they're literally
exactly,
right next to each other.
exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I also had someone pop up the other day and asked if I was doing any uh, podcast merch, as in like t-shirts and that, and I was like, I've got designs in my head. Don't get me wrong,
Mm-hmm.
and I did do the original t-shirts that I had made up, but to be fair, it was in the podcast infancy, so I didn't really get the amount of people that wanted to the
Yeah, yeah,
amount
yeah.
I bought. I was giving loads away, like
Well, I
to
made the mistake at the start when I first did the clothing. I bought a certain amount of small, medium, large, extra large,
yeah,
didn't sell one of the small.
Yeah.
No,
Well, to be fair,
no one is.
I got four, no, three smalls, and I gave them to my daughters and my niece. I was like,
I
you have
should,
them.
to be fair, I should just give them out. It's
And
real.
my daughters, well, my eldest wears hers to bed, and I think my niece does as well. But my youngest, she wears it all the time. She's like, I love this
Mm,
t-shirt.
yeah.
I was trying to convince her to go with me for World Book Day because I wrote a book, and
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I did. Yeah, I was like, you can go with me as World Book Day. And all you need is a pair of jeans,
What's the book called?
a hat. Granite Zero, my book is called.
Oh, it's actually called Beret.
Yeah, yeah. It's on Amazon, mixed reviews. Those that actually read it liked it. Those that just hated me for the sake of hating me, obviously put horrible reviews
Oh,
in.
they've actually commented on that.
Yeah, yeah,
Wankers.
yeah.
Oh, that's so annoying.
Some of the comments, mate, were horrendous.
Do you remember how many pages it is?
How many pages?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck
Do
knows.
you remember?
Um,
I can't. I struggle with books. I have to listen to audiobooks in the car.
it's written right, and this is the best way I can describe it's written. You can tell it's written by a dyslexic bloke, for a start, and it
So you
so
didn't
it's
dictaphone it.
written it's written so it's easy to read. That's basically what I'm trying to say.
Written
Um,
as you say it.
yeah, yeah, basically as
Yeah.
though I'm talking to the. It's grammatically not very good, but
Yeah. Okay.
hold on, I might actually have it. Oh, do I have it in here? I've still got boxes from our house move, so it could well be.
This is going to look so weird, me just sat here when it comes to the
Yeah,
thing.
just sat there chatting away.
How long have we been on? What
Uh,
time did we? I can't remember how long we started.
this, as if by magic, plugging myself.
See this. Let's see this then.
There he is,
Oh yeah.
and it is.
Okay, now that's a big thick book.
Oh, it's 210 pages.
Bastard. I thought it was going to be not
So
nowhere near that.
it's written like not much,
No. Wow.
so it's quite easy to read. Fucking hell,
That's great.
there it is in all its glory.
How long ago was that?
I think it was about 2020. I wrote it
Oh.
or finished it.
That's not. I don't think I've ever read a book in my life, let alone written one.
So a big chunk of it was my tour diaries from
Mm.
Iraq and Afghan.
Oh, your handwritten diaries.
Yeah,
Wow.
I then typed up and whatnot.
That's cool.
But yeah,
I didn't write anything when I was there, I don't think. I didn't even write. You used to get blueies, didn't you?
yeah, love the bluey me.
Probably wrote a couple of bluey. I don't even know if it did. I don't think I even had anyone to send it to. Maybe my mum. Maybe my mum fucking sent a
Maybe
Christmas
my
one out.
mummy.
Maybe, but
Yeah,
we never. I go. This sounds super bad, but I go months without speaking to her.
yeah.
But so used to it. I'm just
Yeah, I should speak to my mum a bit more than I do. Um,
every now and then I check it. Like to be fair, we see her a lot more now since I've had
oh,
Harlow here.
that's good.
Mm.
That's good. But
But I used to, when I was single, I used to just go AWOL for like 6 months and she'd be like, "Are you alive?" She'd actually, so when we lived in, um, she used to work in one of the villages and near one of my old mates. And my mate would go into the shop and my mum would be like, "Have you seen Teague recently?" He'd be like, "Yeah, he was around the house last week." She was like, "Well, he's never came to see me."
yeah,
So
but that went down like
she'd know
a
she'd
shit
know I was
sandwich.
alive by seeing my mates in the village.
Yeah, but that's good. But anyway, Tiggy, my man, I'm not going to take up any more of your time. Plus,
Yeah,
I need a piss, and I don't want to fucking piss myself on camera. But mate, I thoroughly enjoyed that, and
I did it wrong.
wish you all the best with the business, and I
Thank you
hope
very
it keeps
much,
on
mate.
growing the way it should be.
Brilliant.
It's good products. I've actually got some of the Combat Clipper company's products In fact, I used it yesterday to trim up the old tash. So
I really appreciate the support, honestly.
yeah,
So grateful.
100%, mate. And when your new products start coming out, I'm gonna get myself some anyway, especially
That
some.
was very, very soon.
Definitely. But yeah, cheers for that, my man. And I'll let
Thank
you
you
know
very,
when this is all out and whatnot.
thank you very much,
And
mate.
hopefully I can actually tag you in it properly so that it.
See, shadow bands up by then.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully, my man. Right. Anyway, you be careful, mate, and
Cheers, mate.
stay safe. And I'll
Thank you
speak
very
to you
much.
soon.
Have a good
Cheers,
night,
buddy.
man.
Hello. You're at the adverts, so don't turn off. Don't turn off because I've got some good stuff for you. First up, I'm going to talk about our sponsors. Kent CBD is our first sponsor. Now, CBD oil, as you know, has tremendous benefits, especially within mental health and physical health. Personally, I use it to help with my anxiety and my depression, but not only that, I also use it to help with the aches and pains of life in my joints, especially my ankles and my knees. But yeah, without CBD oil, I would have still been on my antidepressant tablets, which I'm no longer on. So, every cloud. And what we're going to do here at Granite Zero is we're going to give you 10% off everything from oil, muscle rub, jellies, bath salts, the lot. Yeah? Make sure you get in there. www.kentcbd.org. Put in the promo code GRANITE0 and get yourself 10% off. You are welcome. But also, if you're like me and you love a nice cup of coffee. Now, for me, I only drink one coffee, and that's Green Beret coffee. Now, I don't only drink it because it's out of this world fucking coffee, roast to order, grinded to whatever specific grind you want. But not only that, it's veteran owned and veteran run, which, hits me right in the feels. So make sure you check it out, Green Beret Coffee. Get yourself a nice cup of coffee. I drink it dark, just like my soul. Incredible stuff, incredible stuff. And what I'm going to give for you, I'm going to give you 10% off. So once you get to the checkout, once you've got all your coffee, your products, your apparel, whatever you need, get to the checkout and put in the promo code GZPodcast10 and get yourself 10% off. Courtesy of the Granite Zero podcast. You are welcome. Now, that's enough of me talking about this stuff. Back to the regular scheduled show. Check it out!